Listen up, Vegas. Welcome to the slaughterhouse. Perfect.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Slaughterhouse. I'm your host, Hazel Phoenix, and with me today are two legends sitting with me, Kelly, Slaughter Daughter Remus, and my childhood hero and 99.9% best friend, Sergeant Slaughter. Hello.
Double salute.
Double up. How is everybody today?
Good.
Good.
First off, I want to go topless. And I have to support my Minnesota Vikings for anybody that might be watching, and especially my friend Buzz, because he's a Buffalo Bills fan.
Brilliant.
Anyway,
so we did have we were just
I jinxed them.
We were just over at the Slaughter Daughter channel talking about Sarge's childhood hero and what led him into becoming a wrestler. I won't give it away. Go back and check that out. We were going to talk about Diet Coke, but when Sarge gets on a story, whoa, he gets on that story. Love it. We did have a super chat from Space Commander, which has disappeared on me, but the Space Commander, he can't make it tonight. He's sleeping. We've got Christopher Githens. Can't wait.
He's watching the Space Commander. He's always
from.
He can see us right through there.
Right.
That's right.
There's Matthew Comstock reporting duty.
Trillion other people, if they know how to do it.
We got Sick Birdie Classified. We made it. We're running a bit behind. We're back. We made it here. It was a fun chat.
It was.
Pastor Chad's come on over. Hello.
Hey, Chad.
Hi.
Channel member Blewz.
Hey, Blewz.
Pericles, Dragon Ball Z. I would say, yeah. I'll get corrected on that one. Hans Chow in the house.
Oh,
Pains.
say the word he put.
Oh, which one?
Hans.
Where did he go? Oh, drop kicks in the door. Booyakasha.
Good.
Booyakasha.
Did I say it right? Booyakasha. The Lilith is in the house.
Hey, Lilith.
Am I missing anyone? We got Dan Jam and 905. Gazz is in the house. Thumb kiss to Gazz. We've got a toy kind of mood. Hello, I just on his show today too. Go check that out. Jeff Morris, Spine Ticks Wasabi, G-Force Racing 20 saying, "Hey Sarge."
Hey, yeah.
Me and Kelly are here too.
Yeah, screw up.
Michael Reed, hello Michael Reed. Legendary Rob Vegas in the house. The Photo Viper. I was just on. Where's that? The Photo Viper, not just a Photo Viper. This is the Photo Viper. Toykennections is in the house.
We can't help it. That's the way it is.
And Nolan. Did I get everybody?
You ought to be at our Thanksgiving. By the way, we're got to have our Thanksgiving on like Sunday or something like that. Saturday.
We'll figure it out.
So I have to do WrestleCade down in Winston-Salem that weekend.
What are you doing? Where are you going to be, Dad?
WrestleCade.
Yeah.
Where's
that?
And where is that?
Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday, the
25th and 26th.
25th and 26th.
Yeah. But,
all right.
Go to Sacramento, California next weekend. Looking forward to that. It's been a long time since I've been to California, much less Sacramento. And I love Sacramento.
Can you bring some stuff back for me from California?
Sure. Sure. I have before, haven't I?
Thanks.
Hey, they're not even looking at us now. They're looking
they
at the
don't
board.
care in California. California.
They're down at the border now, and IRS people are all over the place. Other than that, we're okay.
SoCal. Hey, I was in SoCal in February. Sorry,
Yeah.
Zazel, let me just take over your channel really quick.
No, by all means, chat amongst yourselves.
So I was in SoCal in February of this year and Long Beach at a reggae festival, and it was freaking awesome. And I now know why I love California so much. Those are my people. That is where I belong, in California. And as soon as the cost of living goes down a little bit, maybe I'll move there.
You went there once already.
I have been there a few times.
We got a second Chow in the house. Any relation to Hans Chow? I wonder.
How about Puppy? Puppy.
Did you have a beer between streams?
I think he had a
Yo,
couple
Joe.
beforehand.
Yo, Joe.
Came in from California.
Shout out to Classified.
California, everybody was wearing Vans and hoodies, and I was like, my people. I loved it.
Do you skate? Awesome. Skate. The Vans are the skating shoes, right? Do you skate?
Yeah. No.
Well, I've just got to ask. You never know. Shout out to Classified. Puppy Chow. Okay. Yeah. Right. I just didn't catch on. I'm sure it was very funny. I just didn't catch on.
It was.
I tried to skate.
You should have been there.
I didn't have
All right, shout out to Classified. She is my little champion when it comes to dropping little comments like this, like don't forget to like and subscribe. And if I ask very nicely, we might get the link to the GoFundMe dropped in the chat too, if you want to check that out. Yeah, so hello to all the new people and some old friends as well. Thanks for joining us. We're going to talk some classic G.I. Joes. I do want to say... everybody will get an opportunity to ask a question. But if you are so inclined, consider becoming a member. Take part in future members' live streams. You can be on camera. Sometimes we have Kelly and the Sarge on camera too. It's not always a definite, but when we can, we do. It's above too, the link for GoFundMe. Is it? Oh, there it is. Check out the GoFundMe. Get this guy over to those that way. Get this guy over to those guys so they can put me through some torturous workout regime. Yeah, and bring me back in a wheelchair.
So fun. I am so excited for this.
Yes, me too. So we've done really well with the GoFundMe so far. Thanks to me for creating such a great community. I didn't know. No, you guys are the great community. I just sit here and get to talk to my heroes and my friends. This is good stuff. I never don't appreciate it. Now, I do want to say again a shout out to our good friend and #1 renegade and the now Sergeant Slammer on Twitter. Extend a happy birthday to our good friend Mark Potter. You did get
happy birthday, Mark, and we won't torture you with him singing it.
Yeah, if you want it, Mark, go check out the Slaughtered Order stream for your official birthday song.
Wait, are we gonna get somebody's gonna flag that because you sang happy birthday?
No, it's fine. You're all fine. All fine.
That means, but
what's copyright? Because somebody owns the rights to happy birthday.
I think it's what they say, a national song. You have to. I didn't sing it correctly anyway. I said scum slime.
It wasn't exactly.
In case you missed it, you might want to rewind.
So Ryan's donated a few dollars to the GoFundMe. We're up to $1,935, very close to the 2,000 mark.
Wow.
The last time we were here, you mentioned that there will be a special one-off prize from the Slaughter Vault for whoever donates the most amount.
Yes.
Could be more than one thing, too.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Maybe we should get the thing rolling a little bit tonight early, right? What?
Early? We're late, Dad.
What if I put this up?
What is this?
what if I put this up to the highest bidder, autographed? That's the brand new. It's so new. It's the paint still not dried.
Wow, that is amazing.
You know, I signed a lot of these already, and I'd be more than happy to sign one more, but this is mine. Mine. This is mine.
It's got Adam Rich's artwork on it.
Yeah.
This is mine.
So some lucky person.
This is mine. It's it.
It is his.
It's worth half the address. Oh, I can't show my address. But anyway,
Yeah, don't show the address.
it was mailed to me
I'll show up if you do.
by Hasbro. Okay, so
Wow. So there's
right there.
an opportunity to own Sergeant Slaughter's very own action figure that he owns straight from the Slaughter Vault, signed. That's brilliant. Thank you very much. That is too much.
To the cause.
Are you gonna? Is that your prize, or there's gonna be other things?
Oh, there'll be other things yet. We got some time yet, don't we?
Yeah.
We almost got 2,000. You want to go
We are
first?
almost there. Now I just
You
want
want to
to.
go first class?
Yeah, that's right. If there's an opportunity to, that'd be awesome. Now I've got. Speaking of G.I. Joe, and our good friend Mark Potter, my classified Sarge hasn't shown up yet, but he has taken some exceptional shots, and he sent them over to me. Some of them you might recognize from Twitter. So definitely go and check out Mark Potter on Twitter. He's now going by the handle of Sergeant Slammer. And I shall check.
I'm honored. You know, that's one of the roughest autographs I have to do.
Slammer.
Because the last couple of years now, Sergeant Slammer came out by Beliverse. And when people put it on the table for me to sign, I automatically signed Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh, right. Yes.
I'm trying to think, do you think it's right that I just leave it Sergeant Slaughter and then put AKA Sergeant Slammer? Or should I give it Sergeant Slammer the whole way?
Well, I mean, who's going to complain about having a Sergeant Slaughter authentic written on anything? I'll have it written on my forearm and tattooed if I have to, which is actually not a bad idea.
I just
Maybe that's an idea.
Tattoo artist.
I know.
All right, we've got ideas here. Oh,
I know a model. I know a model.
Well, I'm willing to. You'll have to shave a lot of hair off of my arm to put one on there.
No model.
But,
They can look at me when they're putting that tattoo on you.
Right, you stand right there. So okay,
Stand there.
Don't move a muscle.
Okay. Anyway, what were we talking?
I don't know. What were we talking about?
Oh,
Well,
Sergeant
Matthew
Slammer.
Comstock has
Sergeant
gotten us.
Slammer. What I was wondering, because sign it, full force, and if they want their name on it, they put their name, and then I write Sergeant Slammer. But sometimes I'm because I've just signed 500 Sergeant Slaughters, and all of a sudden I get a Sergeant Slammer, and I accidentally write Sergeant Slaughter on it. So do you think, or do our fans, maybe they could give us an opinion on it? Should I leave the Sergeant Slaughter on there and say, oops, sorry, AKA Sergeant Slammer, or should I be, because it's there's only 500 made. So should I?
It's not like you can say, sorry, let me replace that for you.
But I do have the means to take it off. There is a way to take that autograph off and then start over. So that's what I was asking. Would it be more valuable if it has two autographs on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 2-for-1.
Or one or the other, either way. I would leave
Maybe I
it.
could put or instead of AKA.
No, AKA.
AKA Sergeant Slammer.
Or you could just, Sergeant Slaughter / Sergeant Slammer. So Hans Chow says, leave the slaughter.
Yeah, leave the slaughter.
Maybe it should be Sergeant Slammer, AKA Sergeant Slaughter.
Right.
Because I came first.
I'd rather have both.
Was it chicken? Or was it the Slammer or the Slaughter? Like the chicken or or the 8th? What came?
Well, Slaughter was well before Slammer. Well, technically, Slammer is just a placeholder name because the Brits they wouldn't allow it.
Right.
So I want to shout out Matthew Comstock, who got us to the $2,000 mark. Ding, ding, ding from a classified. Thank you very much. It does not go unappreciated. Matthew Comstock has an amazing what do you call it? Like when you go and read, he shows photos and comments on the internet. What's that called?
What?
You know, like a blog. Is it just called a blog?
Yeah.
So he's got, thank you, a blog. It is, okay, I wasn't sure if I was getting it right, but yeah, he's got a blog on the internet where he talks about how he blog. Yeah, thanks, man. All right, I mucked that up. But yeah, definitely check out his blog. Yeah, oh, God, all right, everyone. All right. It's a blog. Yeah, it's a blog. All right, Matthew Comstock has a blog, and it is his restoration of his childhood G.I. Joe toys. So he takes a few before and afters. And yeah, they went from a hot mess to absolutely sparkling clean.
Nice.
But so definitely check. A big shout out to you. Yeah, he is a legend, absolute legend. And thank you also, Ryan, for the donation today as well. So Ryan also donated. I don't want to skip over that. I know I mentioned it, but yeah, thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Ryan, and thank you to Matthew for the.
We put a time limit on the donation. Like, do we do it?
Oh, you want to give it away tonight, Sarge? We're giving it away tonight.
No, because I thought you wanted to do. He needs to make his goal, which is $4,000.
Tonight?
And no, not tonight.
Oh, I thought he was gonna.
It would be nice if it was tonight.
No, and once he gets to 4,000 to his goal,
Yeah.
whoever has donated the most amount of money
Oh.
cumulatively,
I got it.
that was your idea.
Now I know. And
Yeah, well,
that was my idea.
That was your idea.
Okay.
yeah, that was your literal idea.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been on. I'm sorry. Been on special maneuvers.
Yeah, he's been
Yes, well-
on a special assignment. Vacation.
What?
Say no more. Say no
Never
more.
use that word.
Sergeant's too
You're
keen.
never there.
He's been on leave.
I've been on leave.
He's been on leave.
Yeah.
No,
Out of the barrack.
it's a battle.
But yeah.
Where are we?
Sarge,
What did we do?
Sarge is in a giving mood tonight. So there might be more than one prize coming from the slaughterhouse, but we do know that the prize on offer for the person so far who's got the most is going to be assigned the first from his collection, Classified Sergeant Slaughter. And I do want to congratulate you on this release because it is an absolutely stunning figure. I don't have it on hand yet. It's coming all the way over from America to me, so it's taking a little while. But Mark Potter, our good friend Mark Potter, friend channel, friend in real life, absolute legend. I love Mark Potter. Private Potter is also known.
Work.
And
have you had to see his work close up? I mean, his artwork that he does on these action figures.
well, I've got some.
Incredible. Yeah. Incredible.
He's kindly donated some of these pictures that he's taken and sent them over for us to show.
Great.
So
Good. That was a good time. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was. That was a good segue.
Good.
Yeah, right.
There you go. Starting to use some of my words now. Palapa.
So
Plopera. Look at it. That's the
Plopera.
coolest thing. I'm
Yeah.
holding my own action figure.
That is cool.
And then you open it up and you put it on my hand. I carry it around like that.
So the idea, I love that they put Adam Rich's art on the
I got
mini
white cobras
side as
with one
well.
arm. They're making it harder for me all the time. Don't worry, little Sarge. There you go.
I think little Sarge could kick
Let
my
her
ass as
daughter
much
be
as big
okay.
Sarge. Sarge is having a senior moment.
What?
He was just playing with an imaginary toy.
Hey. The hell I'm not.
Can I have some? Send some
Boy,
my way.
That's what I started to tell you.
Send some here. I mean,
Dude,
sure.
What I started to tell you at the beginning of the last show,
Yes.
Daughter show, Was I right? Was I at the right place at the right time or the wrong place at the wrong time? I don't know. Look at me.
That's oh man. Oh, I can't wait to get some.
Look at her.
Beers.
Look
Yeah.
Okay.
We need a picture of Sarge holding his figure that's holding its figure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
So the
Do you
the
not
great-
have
the
one of
great-
those? Do you not have one of those? I have
No,
one.
they're saying we need a picture of you holding that.
if Sarge stands,
I've been request that all the last 3 days. That
Can you hold your
people
little
are
slaughter in
starting
your
to get
hand?
the figures
Yeah.
in the mail now. Unfortunately, some people live in Australia and have to wait a little longer. You know how that how it went with that first GI Joe that you couldn't buy. You had to earn. You know.
yes,
So
that's true.
anyway, they you know that story, right?
Well, let's
Yeah.
hear it.
Everyone knows that story,
Okay.
Dad.
Okay, about they only ordered 300,000 GI Joes and they needed 3 million.
Right?
That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
kids were waiting so long because they didn't order enough.
Well, that actually.
They never had a real person in their GI Joe line before. They didn't know what they
How many to order? They probably thought 300,000 was too many.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why
And they needed 3 million.
I was giving them away like candy. You know, like here, yeah, throwing them. Here, have one of these. God, I'd like to have a box of them right now. There he is. Yo, Joe.
So is this your first action figure you ever had? Was this one?
This is the first one.
But I know that your first one was G.I. Joe, but
Yeah.
it was your first ever?
Yes. They made prototypes. The
With
WWF made prototypes.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, they kind of put me on the shelf. Tim put me on the availability list. And so I told that to Hasbro, and they went, "Oh, is that right?" So rest is history. You know, we've talked about it where they made a special Sergeant Slaughter that fitted to the LJN. It's called the LJN Sergeant Slaughter, but it got nothing to do with LJN. They didn't have a thing to do with it. Hasbro made it, and they put me in that outfit right there
Right.
and sold it separately. That was the second one you could get through the mail. But this was the first one right here. And
So this outfit, just a quick shout out, Gazz saying, ding, 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 we're at 2050.
all
Nice.
right, way to go.
Classified finally caught up. This is your job. This is your one job.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding. So this outfit didn't exist as a wrestling outfit originally, right? It was just created for your G.I. Joe.
Right, but I had it made to wear in the ring.
Yes.
But
In your commercials,
of course,
right?
when I had all this in my mind to take to Vince McMahon and the WWF at that time, I didn't know I was going to get. Whoa, sorry, Sarge. I thought I was bringing something to the table that was going to make the company millions and millions of dollars of a thing where you got a wrestler and a G.I. Joe on the same show. You know, I had the animated show and then I'd be on the wrestling show. It
Right.
was a great idea, which I was told many times by Vince McMahon, but he couldn't do it because he had already signed with LJN. And so I couldn't be at both places. I had to make my decision. And so, long story short,
Yeah, right.
Finally, you're catching on. Long story short.
that's going to be the name of my book.
Thank you, Ryan, for the
Sure.
donation, mate.
Anyway, so I left, and Diane sat across the table one more time, but this time it wasn't a poker game. It was at dinner, and she just said,
The hell you are.
you're going to be a what? You're going back to the WWF as a what? An Iraqi sympathizer? Are you out
Right.
of your mind? You're G.I. Joe. You're G.I. Joe. You can't do that. You're going to get killed. I said, well, that's what they want me to do. So, anyway.
I do want to say these images are coming from 3D Joe's, which is the best place to go to check out superb images of every GI Joe, including Sergeant Slaughter, as well as all the bits and pieces like pamphlets and packaging and stuff like that. And speaking of pamphlets, packaging, you're absolutely right, Sergeant.
Yeah, there it is. Ooh,
you had to earn it. What's
that?
That's a swagger stick.
I have seen 3 of these in the last 2 years. People are bringing them to me and having me sign the box.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And gosh, it's great to see those. That's where it all started right there.
The very first one. And
First,
that's the back of the
file
card.
That's the original file card. Because see what happened with what happened when Hasbro made the LJN action figure to go into their LJN game. We get bogged up.
Let's solo screen. Hang on.
There it is.
Solo layout. Oh, yeah.
Look at that. How about that? It's got the swagger stick.
Don't lose it.
Don't lose that. I got to bring something on the next one of our shows. Remind me about the swagger stick.
Okay.
So Ryan says this was his first mail-away figure. He remembers saving the flag points and having to get a check from my mum for the postage. So It wasn't flag points, though, unless you were in Canada, I think. Do you need flag points or proof of purchase? Do you also need flag points?
It was the 5
Proof of purchase.
Proof of purchase certificates.
Yeah.
You had to have 5 of those. You sent it off in an envelope and with your name and address, it was a phone number, I think it was. And then,
I hope they didn't add flag points to that as well.
And you would get that in the mail, and you would call that number, and it would be me, a recording of me, and I would say, "You reached Sergeant Slaughter. You got the here's your secret code," and it said, I think it was like 1970, or 1985. I think that's what the number was. And you would write that on a piece of paper, put it in an envelope, put a stamp on it, and your address, and then they would send you voila. Oh,
articulated Chad's here for perfect guess and perfect topic. Chad, you may have missed it earlier, but I did get confirmation that Sergeant Slaughter is 99.9% my best friend.
And Chad, I want to know, because I asked last night and I was ignored. I want to know
oof.
what kind of music your band plays.
Oh yeah, he's in a band. He's touring at the moment with his band. Yes. I wasn't in control of the chat on that one, Kelly.
I'm just kidding.
But I did see the question there. Chad, if you could tell us.
Okay.
She's not kidding about that.
I don't think she is kidding. I think she's just
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know, Chad, what kind of music it is. Yeah, so this was the Collect 5 Sergeant Slaughter proof of purchases. I do have a bunch of these. I've also got the Canadian version, which is multilingual, and instead of I think there was different terms and conditions for it, but yeah, this was also another way. If you didn't, that was a secret code,
right? And
you're right, 1986.
Right.
Was the code for that. I don't have one of these. I would love one. This image comes from 3D Joe's. Definitely check him out. And then we also have a little image here.
Roy's the one that came up with the color scheme for my outfit.
Ron Rudat.
Ron, yeah. Ron, I met a couple of times, and he actually autographed one of his color charts, and I have the original. And I want him to sign it.
Yeah, we've had Ron Rudat on the show. Great creator. He actually came up with the, amongst other things, But one of the things they did come up with was the Cobra symbol, timeless symbol.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Did you put Ron in the Cobra clutch? Good question.
I believe I did for a photo.
Perfect.
I believe I did. But I may not have if he was on your show.
But there's a picture of your
Camouflage limo. Yeah.
Yeah. How cool is that? That is a designer, one of the G.I. Joe vehicle designers, imitating Sergeant Slaughter. His name is Guy Cassaday. This is in 1986. So that must have been when you first showed up. Oh, yeah, there it is, Guy Cassaday.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been an exciting day.
Yes.
For everyone involved, including yourself. I mean, being put into an action figure.
Yeah.
Even if
I didn't realize how big it was. And I, after Vince McMahon basically turned it down, I didn't know if it would be worth anything, if it was the right move. And so I was like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And then, of course, here she comes, Diane Rebus. We're at the dinner table again. And she said, what's wrong with you? You're not eating. That's not like you. No problem. Well, what is it now? Well, I got the G.I. Joe thing, and Vince doesn't want me to go. He says, you can be here in the WWF or you can go to G.I. Joe. You can't be in both. So give me a decision. And I said, I don't know really what to do because WrestleMania 1 is right there. It's 1985, So she said, well, it's pretty damn simple, Bob. I said, what do you mean it's pretty damn simple? She said, you can always be a wrestler. There's going to be a lot of WrestleManias, but you're never going to get the opportunity to be the first living G.I. Joe in their history in the world. You're going to go down in history, or however she put it. And I said, that's why you get the big bucks, honey. And I called Vince the next day and told him I'm leaving.
So, Dad, is the limo still around?
I don't know what happened to it. Was parked in the WWE now tower, but it was leaking, fluids, and it was leaking on Shane McMahon's car. So he had it pulled out of there. And the last I heard was behind the studio of the WWE in Stamford, Connecticut. I never went back there to look, but if it is, it's probably got a tree growing through it. I mean, I don't know. It had 550,000 miles on it, and it didn't run anymore. All we did was push it into the scene and start from there.
That thing was cool. It was parked when we lived in Connecticut. When you went up our driveway, it was like parked on the side. And so when you drove up our driveway, there's the camouflage limo, and then you went through we had stone pillars with lights on them, and then you would go through there and to the house. So you knew where you were. You knew whose house you were coming to because there was the limo. But yeah, the inside of that thing was so cool. The material, I'm sure somebody else that's really into fashion would be able to tell you exactly what kind of material it was, but they were like these fold out seats and it was like embossed. It was like with these swirly designs. It was really cool. I remember very much loving that car and sitting in it all the time with my friends and pretending to drive it.
I bought it from a
pretend. I know the stories, Kelly. Kelly drive. Kelly, you had the camouflage and all, but we do want to just shout out Articulated Chad's band. So his band plays Psychobilly, which is punk rockabilly cross. He couldn't see the never be ignored. What's the band's name, Chad? Let us know that too, and where we can find you, because I'd love to check it out. Oh yes, and Kelly's channel is here. Don't forget to check it out. We did a double feature today. If anyone's not already subscribed to them, please do go and subscribe. And to a lot of these legends too. So then you had to go with your first release. You had this second release of the drill instructor version 2 Triple T over Sarge. So this is kind of a little bit more how you looked in G.I. Joe and probably closer to what you would walk out onto the ring in before they put you in the USA outfit, which I love the fact that you would wrestle in that USA outfit, but this is probably more closer to what people expect.
I was not comfortable in the USA outfit because it wasn't tough enough. It was. I mean,
right? Okay.
I'm talking about Sergeant Slaughter. For Sergeant Slaughter to wear something that looks, that he can kick ass and take names, This was it, right?
Right.
That was my
closer
look.
To the look of the character.
That's the look that I created right there. That's the look that was. That's
yeah.
That's
you wouldn't mess with that guy.
No. No matter where.
Interesting. He's still got the swagger stick. Interestingly, there are at least 4 different variations in the camouflage. I'll need to go and double check mine and see how many of the hundreds of G.I. Joe Sergeant Slaughters I have that have the different variations. Some of them are mild variations, but it's interesting to know that they had different color patterns. Well, not color patterns, but different camo patterns.
Right.
But he didn't come alone, did he? He came with the Triple T.
Triple T tank.
AKA the tag team tank.
That was part of my first commercial.
Yes.
And a lot of people thought that was when I came into the first animated series, but it wasn't. This was a commercial where I was introduced to the public to be driving a vehicle, the Triple T tank.
Yeah.
I beat up all the bats, and I think I can't remember word for word, but it was General Hawk yelling out, and somebody said, "The Joes are in trouble," and General Hawk said, "No, the Cobras are in trouble. That is Sergeant Slaughter." And
yes,
come in the Triple T tank, and I was knocking over bats, and he kept talking. General Hawk kept putting me over, and when it was all done, I was standing on a heap of tin. And the Triple T tank was smoking and raring to go. That was my first time bringing my vehicle in.
What's interesting with the commercial for the Triple T is that it only survives a few seconds before it's blown up. Yeah. And then you'd sort of jump in there and take them out without the need of the Triple T. But there's actually many occasions in the cartoon commercial where the Triple T just does not survive. It's blown up on at least, I think, 3 or 4 occasions that I counted.
Yeah, it was well put together, though.
You got to see a life-size version of that too, not too long ago.
Yes, a fellow brought a version that he built to a show, and I took some pictures with it, and I let the pictures be slid off to those who need to know in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, where Hasbro is located. And I said, maybe you ought to start maybe putting this in some of my shows, or people could stand and take pictures with it. Or why don't we make one? Make one out of a golf cart or something, Be simple.
Rides.
Take kids for rides.
The file card lists you as classified, top secret. So there was no use of your real name there. No. I can't think of many other G.I. Joes that don't have their file name listed, if any. So being classified top secret is a big deal.
Right.
And you're the guy that the Joes are already in pretty good shape. You're the guy that whips people into shape that are already in good shape. So you're bringing them up into extra good shape.
That's right.
But there is an Australian version
You're an
of this
E7
ad.
Yeah,
sergeant.
that one is an E7. They misprinted it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
I was an E6.
Well, someone didn't get the memo. So you're saying you
It's
prefer
a collector item.
Who cut that out? Ken?
it's
Ken-
yeah. I mean,
Classic.
some kid cut that out, and they would probably use safety scissors, and those are good for nothing,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
That's for the other vehicle, the next vehicle.
Oh, well, yes, we'll get to that one in a moment too.
That's
the,
the file part for that vehicle. I won't say which one it is.
So your preference of costume between the USA version and this version is that this one is the tougher one, and you feel more comfortable in this look. Is that right?
Yeah, that was the look that I designed Sergeant Slaughter be in. And see the when you just talked about the file card of top secret type of thing.
Yes.
That's why I demanded, not demanded, but I just told them that I would not sign the contract unless I did the voice for the cartoon or for the animated version. That way, I read the script, and I knew how my character was going to be developed. And I think it also helped them to tell the writers he's going to be saying the stuff himself, so you might want to make it as authentic as possible. And
so that was always part of the deal, is that you were going to get a action figure, and you were going to do, if you were in the cartoon, you were going to do the voice of it.
Oh yeah, that I wouldn't have done it without me doing the voice.
Can you imagine having Sergeant Slaughter in a cartoon and it not being his voice?
Well, yeah, it's maddening if that was ever the case.
Yeah.
But they did do a movie where they overdubbed your voice. What was that one called?
Yeah,
that was ridiculous. Who decided that? Something that isn't ridiculous, however, is over at Articulated Chat, he had Kirk Bazigian. Am I saying that right? One of the G.I. Joe designers, and they were discussing at length how you are, Sergeant Slaughter, the single best ambassador for Joe that we could have ever dreamed of. And I I agree. Always a champion for G.I. Joe.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so shout out to Chad. Definitely check that out.
What a wonderful, respectful thing to say. Yeah, I just told them that I wanted to all the commercials. Not that I could do all the commercials, but I wanted to see the line. Wanted to know what I was saying before I did it, so that I stayed in the character that I created. I didn't want G.I. Joe to kill me off or anything like that,
So quick shout out to some people I may not have shouted out quite properly yet. Scuba Pete is in the house saying hi to Hans. He did say hi to us too. Keep on Collecting is here. How are you, buddy? If I missed anyone else, I apologize.
Oh.
Rolando is also here. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Orlando.
Hey, Orlando.
A lot of legends in the chat today. So we have here the version 3 of Sergeant Slaughter. Now, what do you think, looking at this action figure, is the most distinctive feature for this? The gimmick. What's the gimmick for this?
I know.
Tell me.
The campaign cover comes off.
Correct. It's almost as if you've seen this figure before.
Yeah,
but yeah.
The only one. That's
well done.
G.I. Joe's that you could ever take my campaign cover off.
The thing about the hat is, I don't mind. I love the fact that you can have one with without the hat on, the campaign cover. Sorry, my apologies.
Look at all that hair.
Yeah, right. It goes all the way around.
That's why it was the #1 selling boys' toy.
But the thing about the campaign cover, to fit on your giant melon, it's sort of they've had to take away the lemon squeezer look of your campaign cover, make it a little bit more rounded. So it does look a bit more rounded there. But it's good to have options, because when I'm filming the Slaughterhouse Wrestling Championship, I put that head on this little custom idea. It's not really a part swap. Don't judge me. But and then you're able to do the commentary wearing this outfit without the campaign cover on there.
Wow. Boy,
You're not as impressed as I thought you might be.
I have got something to show you.
Oh, okay.
When I find it.
Okay. Thanks for the tease.
I was given a prototype of a Sergeant Slaughter action figure with a different type of cover.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. A G.I. Joe?
Yeah.
Do you have it? Have you seen it recently?
It's in a shoebox.
Oh, okay.
I know it's around somewhere, but I'm just in a little disarray right now.
Well, fair enough. But and thanks for that tease that somewhere in a shoebox somewhere is something.
That no one's ever seen.
Thank you. I have.
And maybe never will. So he didn't come along. Oh, how cool. How cool is that?
Glad you're
What a
recording.
great look.
In case something happens to me,
Yeah.
you could go find them.
Warthog.
The Warthog. That's what I was going to tell you that action figure one too.
Yes. One of my favorite vehicles. It is a great troop transport. Really floats. Yeah, you can load up a bunch of guys in there. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Now, for G.I. Joe fans who may not know this, so good. For the G.I. Joe fans that may not know this art here on the file card and for the prototype figure that they use for catalogs and so forth, that torso is not the right torso for the Warthog Sergeant Slaughter. That is actually Tunnel Rat's torso. They use the Tunnel Rat action figure G.I. Joe for the torso. That's why he's got the firearm in the front there instead of the dagger.
Oh.
That won't mean much.
I did not know that.
That had to do with
Half the
E7.
battle.
Yeah, they're all E7s.
Oh.
That's the way Hasbro did it.
Oh. But you're supposed
Right.
to be 6.
Yeah. I am an E. I was created an E6. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's a promotion, right? I don't know which way it goes, actually.
Yeah, we
I
got
don't
a
know.
promotion. We got a promotion. Yeah.
Sarge has top man working on finding that shoebox.
Tough.
Yeah.
Tough vehicle right there. Tough vehicle.
Yes. So it came in 2 different colors, actually. Action Force got a different shade of green for theirs, and theirs came with Sergeant Slammer, but also had a file card that said Sergeant Driller. So there's a different option as well. Yep.
Yeah.
Sergeant Driller, Sergeant Slaughter, Sergeant Slammer, Sergeant Smasher, Sargento Slaughter.
Yeah.
Sargento.
Sargento.
Oh, Sargento. Okay.
Yeah. From Argentina, I believe.
Yeah. There's a food brand here called Sargento. That's why I was like, Sargento.
Oh, is it any good?
What is it? Isn't it Sargento? What is Sargento?
I think it's a pasta.
Yeah, it's like a pasta, right?
Jim Largo sending $10. Thank you very much. It's great to see all the excellent versions of our favorite Joe, Sergeant Slaughter. All due respect to the classic Joes of yesteryear, but my favorite is the Valorverse Series 1 Sergeant Slaughter. Cheers.
Yes.
That's a good one.
that is
I
a
like
good
that one too.
I like it too.
So
Cheese!
Gento is-
Yes.
There we are.
Peace. Thank you.
Just in case somebody hadn't been tuned in yet, you might want to tell them what that's about.
Well, give us the rundown, Sarge.
Well, this is my first G.I. Joe Classic series. It's mine. I got it in the mail
From Hasbro.
from Hasbro. Here's the box. And I am offering it to whoever decides to donate the most money on
Cumulatively on Zazel's GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. I keep forgetting that. GoFundMe. So anyway, I just wanted to, in case somebody just tuned in or
Well, I do appreciate it.
the wrestling business.
Fellow Aussie in the house, Brendan Haley. How are you, buddy? So Sarge is offering up his very own classified version of Sergeant Slaughter that he was mailed directly from Hasbro. He's going to sign it, and it'll be part of the giveaway. The GoFundMe is there. part of the giveaway for whoever has donated the most. That's not to say that there aren't more prizes to come. We just recently did a giveaway when we hit the first milestone of over $1,000. We gave away 2 prizes for that one. So we've already given away some prizes already. One of them kindly donated from Ryan Sweeney. One came from my personal collection. Now that we're over $2,000, there we can do another giveaway. So what happened? I have no idea what's happening right now.
Right, it's a private joke.
Oh, thanks for bringing it up then.
I'm going to change your names to Tim and Tammy. Jim and Tammy.
Oh, gotcha. Jason Clark and
that. I'll leave it at that. You're too young to know.
I know. He probably has no idea. He's in Australia.
Oh, okay. I got you. Well,
and that is not very nice to call us those names, by the way.
Who? Did I miss something?
Yes.
Is in the chat?
You know what you're doing? You're cruising for a bruise.
Leave him alive a little bit longer until I can see him in person, and then do whatever you like.
It's coming out of me. I don't know where it's coming.
He's got the silly sauce. Jason Clark and Josh McNabb won prizes.
Congratulations,
so they won prizes already.
Jason and Josh.
Yes. I had a funny story on social media a couple of days ago. Another time.
You're either great for telling a story, or you're great for telling us that you have a story that you'll tell us
you're
later.
doing G.I. Joe. I don't want to interrupt you.
It's fine. Hey, look, I would never ever be offended for you derailing my stream with whatever story you want to come up with. I'm just happy to sit here. I'm just happy to sit here.
Wait, if you say now, you're opening up a whole can of worms because
before
an hour.
Let's just quickly.
It's a shorter version. When I first met Kurt Hennig, he was a Minnesota athlete, and his father, they all grew up in Minnesota, so they're all wrestling fans. And he was the most respectful kid coming out of the camp, Vern Gagne's camp. He was like 4 or 5 years after me, maybe even longer, but just a hell of an athlete, and just hadn't found the character yet. And he went as, Kurt Hennig, Larry Hennig's son, kind of a deal. And so I got to know Kurt pretty well. Anytime I'd fly into Minneapolis for a show, and it was like wintertime or whatever, he picked me up at the airport in a huge, like a suburban, jacked up, and I mean, it went anywhere. It was like a Jeep or a tank. And he was the most respectful guy, and made sure that I didn't pay for anything, and you don't do this, you don't do that. And so I started kidding with him, because he said, you were a great athlete in Minnesota. My dad told me about you. I said, yeah, there's a lot of stories. And I said, I'll tell you one. I said, I hold the record in hockey at my high school, Eden Prairie High School in Minnesota, for scoring 6 goals in one game. And he was driving along, and he said, 6 goals in one game? I said, yeah. He said, oh, I think I've heard that record's been broke. I said, what do you mean it's been broke? He said, oh, well, they call that the double hat trick. And because hockey's so big here that kids like they'll score 10
little
goals.
Kids can score 6 in a game.
In a game, yeah. So it wasn't that big of a deal. And I said, Kurt, I'm telling you, I scored 6 goals in one game. They called it the Remo hat trick. The Remo hat trick. He said, Remo hat trick? I said, yeah, that was my nickname in high school. He said, Remo hat trick? Really? I said, it's as far as I know, it's still a world record. He says, why do you think it's still a world record? I said, because I was the goalie. And he almost ran off the road. I pulled him. He said, "You scored 6 goals, and you were the goalie." I said, "Yeah, you are one hell of that." I never told him until later on that it was kind of a joke.
Oh my god. That is not where I thought that was going.
Records I had at my high school in different sports, and I pull them all up. And anyway, that was just
That was brilliant.
Story. I'm glad I got it on my chest.
Are you glad you told the story?
I'm glad I told it.
I'm glad you did.
I put it on,
I think
put it on social media 2 or 3 days ago, and I haven't got too many comments.
You
I
put
did
it on
put
Twitter.
I didn't put like or anything like that.
right, no emoji.
Because some guys, I was cheering on the Vikings, and we say skull and go Vikings. They're 7-1, and I went to Eden Prairie High School. What's your favorite animal? The eagle. Because we were the Eden Prairie Eagles. And anyway, I started getting these messages from Vikings fans. And, "I'm a Viking fan. I didn't know you were a Viking fan." And blah blah blah. And so somebody said the Eden Prairie football team is like 3rd in the state, but their hockey team is killing it. So I went, "Oh."
Let me tell you the story.
We didn't even have hockey when I was in high school. We had to go out on a pond and shovel, And so
Make your own ring.
I put that story in there, and I'm still waiting to hear some of the comments.
You were like, "What is this rambling?"
Yeah.
Was that on Twitter? I didn't see it.
Maybe you forgot to press send. Maybe you had too many emojis.
Maybe too many emojis.
It's still sitting there and hasn't been sent yet. So we're on to the fourth and final of the original run of Sergeant Slaughter action figures, and we have the Slaughter's Marauders, Sarge. So this is actually a reuse of the original mail away. He's holding a swagger stick upside down. I have to let Carson know to redo these photos because he's holding it upside down. But what do you think? What do you think of the bright blue?
I wasn't a real big fan of this outfit.
Hey, Joe.
But
no?
I like it. I like the Marauders name.
Yeah.
And I like the Marauders. And I thought they were a kick-ass team. And just a very good drawing of me on the package.
Well, there's all your Marauders. I'll see if I can
all
slow
dressed the same, and we had the dog, and
yeah.
But it was one of the last hurrahs.
What kind of dog is that? A Rottweiler?
Yeah.
So today you'd probably have a pit bull.
I don't know.
Instead of the Rottweiler.
Yeah.
Well, that goes with that's Mutt and Junkyard.
Well, you can train any dog.
Yeah, but
You just can't train your daughter. Untrainable.
You can't train your daughter.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a dog, Zazel. Thank you.
No, that's not what I meant. No, I'm sorry about that. I am sorry. That's not what I meant.
Boy.
So yeah, you're an E7 sergeant, still classified, top secret.
Oh, Zazel.
What did I miss again?
You're down to 99.7% best friend.
All right. Well, that's fair though. That's fair. Yeah, that's fine.
It's all right. You could always build it back up.
I'll try harder.
There's something nice about me.
Well, you always pick on the ones you like, right?
Dog.
No. Wait a minute. Yeah. This may be the last time we see Sarge at the slaughterhouse, guys. Kelly and yeah. I may have
This
just
might be the last
shot myself
time
in
we're
the foot.
asked to be on. We
I'm
keep interrupting you.
I'm taking my ball and going home.
Okay. Please.
No, but no, it's fine. It's fine.
Let's go back
This
to
is
the
fine.
Marauders. Go back to the Marauders.
Happy to be derailed by the sergeant's slaughter daughter. Imagine that. Imagine if I got
Start
upset.
telling another story.
Imagine if I got upset by Sarge interrupting me talking about his action figure. That would be weird. So you got another. Well, let's finish up on this one. Just let's get our final opinions on, and we'll move on. So, not your favorite, but
Not I love the draw, the mess, the look,
The art.
the artwork. Love the look. Love the look.
right. So this was the only time that you could get Sergeant Slaughter on card.
Take the drawing and put it on a piece of plastic, But
It does look tougher in the card. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was the only time he was available on card, other than because he came with the vehicles before then and was a mail away. This one I did see in shops, but I was waiting for the Triple T, so I let it go, not realizing this was going to be the only time I would see one. But they call them the Mad Marauders now. Did you know, Sarge? There's not the Slaughter Marauders anymore.
Who changed that?
Some idiot.
You and I commented on that, I believe.
Yeah, on Twitter. Yeah.
You brought it to my attention, and I went, "What's wrong with the Marauders?" Tough enough. I mean, how tough can they get?
I mean, I feel like Slaughter's Marauders is a little bit scarier than the Mad Marauders.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's fine. Like we still have Slaughter's Marauders. So no one can take that away from us. It's just an interesting choice. I don't hate it. I'm not mad about it. It's fine. They want to move in a different direction, but we know what's up. We know it's really the Slaughter's Marauders.
The good thing about that action figure you just had up on the screen.
Yes.
It's hard to find. It's very expensive.
Correct. I don't think I've ever seen one on card except for when I first saw one as a kid. And out of the 400 plus that I have, I think the Marauders one is the least that I have. Yeah. It's very hard to find the file card, very hard to find the swagger stick for that one in particular. But yeah, it is definitely, Slaughter's Marauders. So I think it was also the last one that out of needing all four of them, I think that was the last one I was able to find because it is one of the trickier ones. But we have this new bad boy, thanks to Mark. I want to show a picture that Mark wanted me to show you. So he's got the gung ho playing G.I. Joe on the video game. Yeah. But and that's pretty cool. He does some great shots, Mark Potter. Absolutely amazing.
You're getting him, and then you're getting him with him.
Yeah, double whammy. But this here,
Chucky.
That is Chucky. But the tagline that I got from Mark was that this is Mark Potter as a kid asking Sergeant Slaughter to sign. He's a little ginger kid asking for an autograph from his hero. Right. Sadly, he couldn't be here tonight with us, but he did want to say hi, and he'll try and catch us on the next one. But that is brilliant.
A couple chats last couple of days. He did tell me he was going to be on. I guess he had something else. So he did bring it up, but
it's like the middle of the night there.
Yeah.
He was the time zone's the biggest problem.
He was thinking about his dad.
Yeah.
Generals. We call his dad the general, and I call my dad the general. So I always said we lost our generals, but they're looking after us. So do what my general told me: keep your chin up, your chest out, and don't ever let your enemy eat your breakfast. And he sent back and said, "Thanks, Sarge, that helped."
Yeah. So, he's going through a tough time right now.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to when mine finally arrives, we're going to do a follow-up to one of the conversations we already had. So I'm going to do something a little bit closer to his time zone so he doesn't feel out of place. If you guys are free to hang out, it'll be very early in the morning for you guys. If you're free and want to hang out on that one somewhere down the road, I'm sure Mark would love to see you.
let me know.
We'll tee that up. Yeah, the poor guy's gone through
It's
so
hard
much.
not to be available.
Well, yeah. You're a busy guy.
Yeah.
Are we raising money to bring Sarge to Supernova? I actually contacted Supernova and tried to get Sarge to come over here, but they never got back to me.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have started with, can you get my best friend Sergeant Slaughter over to Australia, please? Probably could have been. That's not what I really said. You may have just said no. You're like, please, no. But I did try.
No, I have to tell you one thing, Hazel. I'm getting a lot of messages from people in Australia.
And, I think it would go great here.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people send me messages and things like that. And
well, you've got some Aussies in the chat.
Veterans Day, happy Veterans Day. Really cool. I
Yes.
put their flag and your flag and the American flag together, and I put a salute to them. And
you got a lot of fans here. Lot of fans here. I think that it would go down really well.
Be real big. Be real big, especially
Supernova.
Yeah.
Are you listening?
Supernova.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, they're super clicky, apparently. Well, I don't know them personally.
Like a group of people, and they don't want Sergeant Slaughter there. I mean, they're fucking idiots.
Right?
I mean, come on.
I agree.
Well, they
wait.
Supernova is a toy convention, and you're not going to have Sergeant Slaughter there?
I told the G.I. Joe convention the same thing. They first show they had, they put it online, and they said, thanks for everybody coming to the G.I. Joe Fest. And I went, well, how can you have a G.I. Joe Fest without Sergeant Slaughter? And I got a reply instantly from the guy that ran the show. He said, we'd love to have you, but we don't think we can afford you. I said, well, why don't you try asking?
Yeah.
I don't charge them anything. I just love going there.
Well, you had an incident where they were booking you or saying that you were being booked and then didn't extend the offer in the end.
Right.
They were just saying that you were going to be there.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Using my name to draw people. And that looks bad on me. I mean, especially if you don't even know about it. There are times that you find out about it, but there's many times when you're advertised, you don't even know about it. But it's a little crazy these days because of all the internet. And, someone might say, hey, can't wait to see you in, Saskatoon. What do you mean? I'm not in Saskatoon.
Right.
Am I in Saskatoon? Oh, well, somebody's advertising me. So it's tough, But this was definitely the fault of the promoter because they never even answered our calls up to like 2 weeks before. They come and said, hey,
so wait a minute. They were advertising that you were going to be there and they didn't even contact you?
They contacted not after this 2 weeks before. I kept calling my agent. I said, have you got, flights? No, they aren't returning my call.
Yeah.
So then I started calling and leaving messages and they weren't getting back to me either. So I said, it's not right.
That's not a good sign.
And I said,
I think it was Heroes Hideout that were the ones that had promoted you.
Yeah. So
if I'm wrong, sorry, Heroes Hideout, but I'm almost certain that's who they were.
No, that's right.
It is? Okay.
I just told them I can take yeses and I can take nos, but maybe I can't live with that.
That's right.
I already gave these dates up from other promoters to be at your show, at least answer my call and tell me if the show is on or not. I'll offer to give you some miles to help fly me there and back. Well, I want to help you out. Never heard anything. So I got on my little
Twitter
one finger, and I said that was very disrespectful.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that was right, not only for me, but for the people that are expecting me to be there. So I said, Albany, New York. I will not be in Albany, New York. Sorry. I was booked there, and I know a lot of you have reached out to me and said you're coming, but I'm not going to be there. I don't want you to be mad at me or.
there would have been a few fans that were going there because you were going to be there.
Yeah.
And then found out you weren't there. So that's awful for them.
And then I get different stories, and we kind of kissed and made up, but we're just halfway through it now.
Did they know
reached out.
Did they know that they were calling and texting you while we were in the procession line to your mother-in-law's funeral?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do they know that?
No, they don't.
Well, they do now.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and condolences to you both for for that.
But that's some the things that you go through. You just want honesty and respect.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it wasn't just me. There were other superstar talents, that legends that were also on the block, and it reminds me of the time when I first started wrestling. I went to this place I drove up in Canada, 500 miles one way, and I wrestled the first match. I came out in the third match in a tag match, and the last match I did a battle royal. And
in one night?
In one night.
Wow.
And
wow, yeah.
We all went to get our money, and the door, the lights and stuff. So I'm saying, does anybody know if anybody's in there? And they said, no, this is where we normally get paid. I said, oh, well, have you knocked on the door? Is it, And they said, oh, no, they usually just come out when they're ready to pay us. So I waited a little while later. I finally said, I got 500 miles to drive back. So I knocked on the door, opened the door, and everybody in there. The promoters left, took all the money. Now I got to drive. Now I remember that lady from the last Slaughter daughter show we did?
Right. Yeah.
Getting at this show. The hell you are. I have to drive home now 500 miles and explain to her that I just drove 1,000 miles or more for nothing. It cost me money. I didn't get anything. Now it came out of our pockets and that's the way I felt with this, that, that was not right. You don't do that. At least give a call.
And no one likes to be ignored.
Yeah.
Dan.
Right. Dan. Yeah, Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
So Dad, switching gears a little bit here. Why didn't you have like a gun or a weapon? You just had the swagger stick.
Because that's what a drill instructor uses. He has a swagger stick. That's his weapon. Basically,
well, I guess the triple T is loaded.
These are his weapons.
Yeah.
His feet are his weapons. He
is the weapon.
A drill instructor doesn't carry a weapon. You very seldom see him with any type of a weapon. He's got that swagger stick. He don't need a weapon. He got to kick your ass. It don't matter who. And a lot of guys listening right now and know what I'm talking about. You don't get too far with your drill instructor because he got to wear you out first, just like those wrestling coaches did to me, trainers. They wore my butt out, and then they tried what they tried, So it just wasn't right. But anyway, the drill instructor he's his own weapon. He is a weapon. And that's where that was the thing that I presented to Hasbro when I went to the meeting. That exactly kind of what I told you there. I said, Sergeant Slaughter coming into G.I. Joe, I don't think you could have picked a better guy because I am G.I. Joe.
Right.
You'll find whoever you want, but I'm G.I. Joe. See ya, won't want to be ya.
Yes, sir.
And
got to put myself back on track after the last call.
I left it on the table with them. that if they want to be more successful, if they wanted to fart through silk, they could hire Robert Remus to be AK Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah.
Yep. And we were the number one selling boys' toy for 2 or 3 years in a row. And boy, did Barbie get friendly. Whew, wow.
Dad, have they secured you for Joe Fest next year?
Yes. We are secured.
They were
interesting trip.
that mistake again.
Oh. In fact, we just
Yeah. So what happened with this year's one? They thought you were booked.
What happened?
This year to Joe. Why weren't you at Joe Fest this
Oh,
year?
because I was told that Joe Fest was happening, but I never got a date. But
Right.
we want you there. We want you there. We want you there. So a call came in about a date on that weekend. So I told my agent, need to get a hold of the guy that's running Joe Fest and see what the dates are. We never heard. So we took the date. And about 2 months later, I get a call saying, you're all set for Joe Fest. And I said, well, when's the dates? And they told me, and I looked at my book and I said, sorry, I'm already booked. What? You're already booked? I said, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys didn't give me the date. I've been waiting for you to give me a date. So anyway, so
instead you went and saw Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
Which is a great alternative. Like, I know you would have loved to have been there at Joe Fest because you're a big ambassador even today for G.I. Joe. But...
I can always see Lou.
Oh, okay.
I just his agent called and wanted to know if I was available to do a show. And I said, yeah. And I didn't think because it was booked so far in advance, I never even thought about interfering with anything. I was just happy to go help my friend out,
Yeah,
we're gonna have a huge party at Joe Fest, Dad.
Oh yeah.
I'm seeing all these people that are gonna be there.
Oh yeah. Good.
It's gonna be awesome.
We're gonna have breakfast with Sarge. And we're also talking about having dinner with Sarge.
Oh, brilliant.
Buy tickets to have breakfast with me and ask stories, or ask things, anything you want to know about wrestling or G.I. Joe, basically. And then we're going to have special gifts for those who buy the ticket, the breakfast, be in the Slaughter Barracks. And it would sign some autographs, and we'll have things that you can't get at the show. They're specially made. Every year I ask an artist to draw me a picture, and we get their right to have it at the show as a gift.
That's great.
Part of the gift. And then I reach into my vault and I bring, last time we did 3 items.
Okay.
We did a drawing. Everybody that came put their name on their ticket, put it in the campaign cover, and I drew out a name or a ticket, and we had 3 different drawings. That was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Very cool. Limited numbers, obviously, for the breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go to breakfast, the dinner, the 11sies, the brunch, the afternoon tea, the supper, the nightcap, the sleepover. Yeah. Exactly.
You don't plan on doing any sleep, Hazel, are you? You don't plan any sleep, are you?
No, I don't think so. I'll sleep on the plane home.
Breakfast at 0700.
Yeah.
Walk around the show all day, and then night's dinner. Gotta do the mess hall.
And then after that, we're gonna go out.
And then we're gonna go out.
Party at the hotel.
Karaoke.
Yes.
Oh, karaoke. Yeah.
I love karaoke. Have you got any good Jerry? Please don't stop. Wait, what did I say? Don't or do? Don't. No. Have you got any good Jerry the King Lawler Lawler.
Yes.
Lawler.
Oh, great.
Have you got any Larry the King
Jerry
stories?
Lawler. What
Lawler.
an icon in this business.
Mm.
Oh gosh, when I first started Sergeant Slaughter in Kansas City, Missouri, 1974-75, I got a call from Jerry Lawler, and he said, "Hey Sarge, this is Jerry Lawler. Love to have you come down to Memphis and be on my wrestling show." I said, "Well, I just got booked in Atlanta." And I said, "But geez, I hear some good things about your place." He said, "Oh, thanks. He's the nicest guy in the world." And when he came into WWF, we became good friends. And Gary's just one of the most charismatic, natural people on a microphone, and does his homework. You never hear him say the same line twice. I mean, it was just, he's so good. And I just love the guy. But yeah. Jerry was in that thing with Andy Kaufman.
Yes.
With the David Letterman show. And man, did they pull off something. I mean,
yeah. David
Letterman didn't know a thing about it. I mean, he was what we call in our business the element of surprise. Vince McMahon's father, and of course his son taught that to me in the WWF and the WWE. But I also learned it from guys like Harley Race and Pat Patterson. But it's an element of surprises is something that they pulled off with David Letterman, where he had no idea that was
it's ranked one of the best moments in television.
Yeah. And because, but it drew a huge amount of people in the Memphis big show that they had there. It was just a real great guy. He's got pictures with Elvis. If you go to Jerry Lawler's house, they say it's like going to Disney World because he's got all these things. So he's got cars. He's got a Batmobile. He's got
that's cool.
Into Superman. He's really into Superman. He's got Superman original outfits that actors wore in movies.
That's cool.
And I've never been there, but I've heard it's like it's just the hall. It could be like a Hall of Fame type of different things in not only our wrestling business, but in Hollywood. He's a great collector and he's an artist. He draws a lot of things, does a lot of drawings, and he just a sensational, talented man. And almost died on air live on the WWE show. He was asked to join to be a partner to another wrestler, and during the match, evidently he had a stroke.
Right.
Didn't know. Got done with the match, went back down to do commentating, and that's when he had the ultimate stroke.
Yeah.
And they're live on the air, and he actually was pronounced dead. And this one doctor with the WWE kept working on him, and brought him back in the ambulance, I believe it was. But incredibly lucky that he said he doesn't remember anything in the match because I guess he had the first stroke, or if that's where it all started. If you only had one, I never really talked to him about it. It's kind of like you don't ask somebody what's it like to die. But he doesn't remember any of it. So he just remembers he was at the desk, coming in on a match, and the next thing he's we woke up in a hospital, with IVs.
That's unbelievable.
So, but I
Sure, it was
see
scary.
him at a lot of signings and looks in great shape.
You were at an event not long ago where he was, right?
Yes. We did a place in New St. Louis. It was for the St. Louis, Missouri's men's club, and they had a wrestling match, and myself and Jimmy Hart and Bob Orton came, and we did little bits, and we signed autographs, and really a nice turnout. We had dinner before the matches and met a lot of the members, and great time. And they put on this wrestling match in this beautiful ballroom in this beautiful hotel. It was like 1919, something like that. It's just a who's who of hotels in St. Louis. But I was just honored to be there. Herb Simmons, thank you. Sure like to do that again.
Yeah, sounds like you seem to have never a free weekend, or very few and far between. But it does seem like when you are at these events or you are doing something like you were for that event, it's at least doing something that you're passionate about. And it always looks like you're having a lot of fun. You always meet a lot of nice people. You see, whenever you do something, you see an influx of pictures on Facebook or on Twitter where they've met you and they're in absolute awe. They're still giddy from the experience. They've got photos of being in a Cobra Clutch, photos with the kids. All of these great experiences that you're still putting out there. Sorry,
Slaughter hugs.
Slaughter hugs, yes.
I give the ladies and the children slaughter hugs.
Right, and you never ever hear a negative experience. Well, I'm looking forward to getting my own. I might. Don't
worry, I've got one with your name on it.
Perfect. I can't wait.
I've got lots of stuff with your name on it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and see, there are some things I'm looking forward to, and some things I'm dreading, but all of it I know is going to be fun. And I think one of these, if we do one of these live while I'm over there, Sarge can show off some of those moves that he was talking about. That might, I'll volunteer myself to be put into some of these moves. Brandon can get a slaughter hug.
I heard you guys were talking about karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do
Absolutely.
a killer version of Four Non-Blondes. What's up?
Do you?
I do.
I do.
At least my friends tell me that it's good.
I do a good nursery rhyme song.
Oh yes. Let's hear it.
A lot of these thingy places. Da 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 da. Pop goes the weasel.
Nice.
My Sergeant Slaughter G.I. Joe action Funko Pop.
Very cool.
I got 2 things in the mail. This is mine too. But because we're going to try to get you over here so I can put you in a Cobra Clutch and Kelly can put you through hell.
Yeah.
I thought I'd put this up for grabs too. I mean, for the.
We'll get a closer look at it. Very cool. That's too kind.
Try to get the.
You just see us in the reflection.
Yeah, double for the money. Yeah. Whatever I'm trying to say. But that's awesome. Thank you.
I have the box for that too. This is in a box. It's in a box. I haven't even opened it. It's still taped.
Yeah, but
there is a box that I brought it over. No, it's out in the car. So it's out in the Slaughtermobile. Anyway, why don't we see if we can raise some more money for your GoFundMe with the brand new G.I. Joe
Funko Pop.
Oh, that is too kind. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
They have a Baroness one.
Yeah. There's a bag.
Right. That's a 2-pack waiting to happen.
We got the Baroness. Who else is on here? Scarlet, Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow.
Brilliant.
I was hoping
Shout out to Dale.
I was hoping
Dale,
to-
what are you saying in the chat, dude?
Yeah, I don't. If you've said something, I've missed it. But if you've got a question, throw it out there. I'm not intentionally missing anyone's comments, but yeah. What have we got? Okay, with the Warthog vehicle, they could have given him a rifle or a pistol to Sergeant Slaughter, with the other outfits being the drill instructor. I have a feeling that Dale might be a little bit behind where the rest of us are. He might be a little bit back in the stream watching when we're talking about the Warthog, Sarge. I think you might be a bit. Yep. When you finally catch up, you'll see that we did see your comments, buddy. Yeah,
I did have a weapon in the movie.
Yes.
For a short time. Instead of my bare hands, I had a weapon. But I don't think I ever used it. I have to watch the movie again.
There's one moment where you smack a monster over the head with the rifle instead of using it as a rifle.
Right.
But thank you for offering up a Funko Pop as well. It's too kind. I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
So we'll figure out how we'll give those away. One of them is going to be for whoever. We'll work out the details. But I
probably
sincerely
do the most and the biggest. How about the most and the biggest?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Well, somebody might want to donate like $2,000.
Oh, so the single most highest donation,
right?
And whoever's donated the most accumulatively. That's two different. Well, that's a possibility.
It could be the same.
It could be the same person.
Well, or do you want to make it two separate ones, or do you want to make both of them?
I just don't know how you decide who gets what.
Well, the when we did the prize recently, I had everyone's name in a wheel and spun the wheel, and it was randomized. So at the moment, because we've gone over the 2,000 mark, there will be another giveaway coming from either myself or one of my friends that have offered up prizes, and that is for any denomination, no matter what you've done. It's like, I appreciate, thank you very much. I spin the wheel, and whatever denomination that you've given, any small amount goes a long way, and they're all able to get a prize somehow. We've also offered up whoever has got the most donations, the highest amount, is going to get a special prize. One of those special prizes offered by you kindly from your Slaughter Vault. Could be the G.I. Joe, could be the Funko Pop. Happy to do a second giveaway if you don't want to collate the Pop and the Joe together.
Put them together?
Do you want to put them together, or do you want to have them separately? I'll leave that up to you guys.
We'll figure it out. But I honestly and sincerely appreciate that you are offering up your own personal collection to this Aussie kid to try and get over and meet his childhood hero and his friend.
You didn't even open them up yet.
Well, a lot of Funko collectors don't open the boxes for some reason.
That's me. I haven't even got a chance to put it in my hands yet.
So Sergeant sort of holds a gun for about 10 seconds. Then he tries to shoot a giant cicada, but it glitches out. Then Sarge smacks the grasshopper with the malfunctioning rifle. Yep, that sounds accurate.
I do. I had a weapon for a little while.
Yeah.
Hold that
so
back
two
up.
epic prizes.
Two epic prizes. You see all the cool stuff you can put on me?
Oh, yeah.
Hands and the weapons. Wow. Cool package.
Now, that's provided I haven't put myself in the doghouse for the comment I made earlier, which Classified shouted out and said that I might not get an opportunity now. Where was her comment? I may never make it.
Last show.
Whoops. Yeah. I don't know what's halfway between Australia and the US, but you are currently there. I'm halfway. I'm living on a prayer. I'm halfway there. So yeah, we'll have to go to karaoke. I love karaoke. The good thing about karaoke is that bad karaoke is still pretty good karaoke, right? It's all part of the entertainment. I like to think that I'm good, but I'm also fully aware of the fact that I'm usually very drunk. So we'll record it all though for prosperity. Might do some AC/DC for my Aussie fans.
Wow.
Sarge is the weapon. Damn right.
I almost wore my AC/DC tonight. One thing about this flying over with this GoFundMe, What we don't want to have happen is when you're like this, and
Yeah.
you start doing the descent to land. They don't want to go. Excuse me, Mr. Zazel, your limit. What you could give for the ticket. Here's a
Get
parachute.
to get up here and swim the rest.
And there's the door.
Swim the rest
Have
of the
a
way.
fun trip. It's,
But you're from Australia.
it's
You can
Augusta,
swim,
Georgia.
right?
Yeah.
Augusta, Georgia. Just tell them Augusta, Georgia when you hit that.
Charlotte first.
Oh, sorry. Charlotte.
Hello, this is Tomahawk Taft. We know him as Tomahawk because of that Tomahawk steak that you guys tried to talk each other into.
Did you ever have the tomahawk, Tim?
Yes.
Yeah, Tim, did you ever have the Tomahawk?
Oh,
Let us know. Yeah, absolutely. So if they kick me out at halfway across the ocean, can you pick me up on your slaughter boat?
Of course.
On the Warthog.
Yeah. Thanks.
Kelly drives that one.
Yeah.
I will sing that
Hey up.
halfway there.
Uh-oh.
There's a gym that I was doing a
Uh-oh.
challenge
You're
at,
halfway
and every
there.
time we were halfway through, the coach would sing that song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'd
as
be
an-
like, we're only halfway. Oh my God, I'm dying.
Are we almost there?
uh,
Are we almost there?
so yeah, us Aussies can swim. It's the sharks, the crocodiles, and the jellyfish that move.
Yeah.
We can basically run on water the way if you ever see what's in our oceans.
I saw somewhere that Australians do not like it when Americans, well, it said Americans, but I'm assuming any tourist, comes over and calls koalas koala bears.
Oh, I don't care about it. It's only pedantic people. I still call it a koala bear. It was a koala bear for a long time when I was a kid. And then halfway into my childhood, they go, no, it's a marsupial. It's not a bear. It's like, yeah, okay, but who cares? It looks like a bear. So I still call it a koala bear. Guys in the chat, shout out if you give a rat's ass if they say koala bear. I don't mind. I honestly don't care. Anyone that says, yeah, we knew classified. Yes. Okay, we've got one in the chat. It's like, you're not technically
No,
bears.
they're not.
No, they're not.
They're marsupials.
Oh,
That's right.
The male.
The
Well,
koalas
get
have
your-
never complained.
Koalas
No,
never
but they do.
complain.
get your bear straight over there.
Well, their
Australia-
problem is they have chlamydia. That's pretty
Yes,
bad.
they have chlamydia.
Koalas with STIs.
You know that koalas have chlamydia?
Mm-mm.
They will. So if you like go and like hug a koala in the wild, which I'm sure that's very frowned upon, they will give you chlamydia.
What's chlamydia?
The little bastards.
What, is it a disease?
It's a STD.
Oh. Gotcha.
Doing it with
How
the
do you
koalas.
get an
Anyway, no,
STD?
it's all
Wait. How do you get an STD from a koala? Like, how do you? What? What are you guys doing to your
not
koalas?
going there. I don't want. Moving on. It's also called a drop bear. Beware of the drop bears. It's in their eyes.
What's
What
in
the
their
chlamydia
eyes?
is in their eyes.
Who-
Who-
I heard the expression the other day, don't blow your own trumpet. It's supposed to be a saying in Australia. What is
Well,
that?
Instead of toot your horn.
Yeah, if you're blow your own trumpet.
Good job.
No, I've never said don't blow. I've been told that I toot my own horn, but I've never been told not to blow my own trumpet. Don't sleep with the little bastards. They drop on you out of rage and give it to you. Yeah,
Really? So you'll just
don't
be like,
sleep with them.
Whatever.
la da da. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. This reminds me of Dot and the kangaroo. It's such a nice day. And then all of a sudden, a koala falls on you and then goes with their eyeballs, and then you get chlamydia.
Yeah, rubs it. Yeah, it's either you're either gonna get pink eye,
We're really
you're either
promoting
gonna go, or you're gonna get.
tourism, aren't we? Tourism over in Australia just went way up.
Yeah. If you come back with chlamydia, you know you've had a good time in Australia.
There was a show, it was like anime, and there was a koala, and he always had his eucalyptus. I can't remember what the name of the show was. It was a cartoon, but it looked like anime style, like Japanese. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It was about koalas. It was a koala bear.
Was it what was his name? The started with a B. Who was that koala that we had on TV, the cartoon?
And it
started
was
with a
like
B. Blinky Bill. There he is.
Maybe, yeah. I'm gonna look Blinky Bill up.
That's a kid's cartoon. That's not anime though. It's animated. But Blinky Bill, we had Blinky Bill.
Well, no.
Blinky Bill.
Well, to me as a girl, it reminded me of anime, like the style.
Okay.
Hold on.
The Lion King. yeah. Rescuers Down Under. Did you ever see what was that Western where it goes down under?
No, it was not Blinky Bill. Not
No?
Blinky Bill.
Okay.
Oh. Because that is a cartoon. This was more like anime. It looked like a Japanese style of cartoon.
What is this? Is that it? The newer series of Blinky Bill kind of anime. Yeah, Dale, you're definitely way behind, mate. If you're talking about the Letterman now, we can see your comments. You'll catch up eventually, and you'll say that we did see you, but don't take offense. But yeah, he's talking about Letterman still. We're way past that. Some koala, quickie. Only a quickie with a koala might give you chlamydia. Caramello koala. He is a national treasure. Yeah.
I am going to find it. And I'm
okay.
going to message you, and we will talk about it one day.
We can talk about that and Thundercats.
Yes.
So but, I'm getting Newsies.
No, that
is Newsies it? Oh, Quigley Down Under was all I'm talking about.
No.
Newsies. Quigley Down Under, I thought was a sequel to a movie called Quigley, and that Quigley then came to Down Under. But apparently, Quigley Down Under is the only movie with Quigley in it. Like if you see Rescuers, and you got the Rescuers Down Under. So I thought it was Quigley and then Quigley Down Under. I could never find a Quigley movie.
I think it might be Noozles.
Okay.
What was the name of the movie from Australia where the guy had the big knife?
Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah. But that wasn't a knife. This is a knife.
Cool. He was a cool.
Yeah. Crocodile Dundee. That was a great movie. I like that. And the sequel.
He ended up marrying his co-star, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah, he did. I think they're still together, actually.
No, they had a horrible divorce.
Oh, they did.
Yes.
Sorry.
Really?
Yes.
Sorry to bring that up.
It was bad.
I know he divorced his previous wife to be with her. And then, I guess they had a nasty breakup. Okay.
Yeah. If you believe the internet.
Well, we can't always believe
Who doesn't believe that?
I'm going to find out what that was.
Yeah. Some cartoon koala. All right. Well, we've learned a lot about koalas today anyway.
Yes. We've
learned maybe a little bit too much. Strawberry koalas are the best. Okay. Must be the caramello. You can't,
Caramel koala. Oh, it wasn't it was a cartoon. It was a show.
Yeah, I'll check it out. How long ago was it?
Well, I was a kid, so it was in ancient.
I'll check.
Yo, Joe maggots. Get behind GoFundMe.
This is the most laid back I've ever seen, son. This has been great. Oh man. But there's the GoFundMe link.
I'm working
he's
on.
He's delirious because he's been at.
I'm working on fumes right now.
Yeah.
I appreciate your time. I know that you're worked.
Kidding.
No, but I do though. I sincerely do appreciate. I know that you're busy. Your weekends are few and far between that you get for yourself. And I realize you're with family and also spending time with us here. You did get a lot of comments on your shirt though, Sarge, with Piper on there. Yeah.
So I have come here to chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
Speaking of shirts, we only just found out recently that you have a official merch store, Sarge. I was unaware of it, but Kelly dropped it in the Facebook group saying that there's an official one. So,
yeah, Pro Wrestling Tees. There's
Yeah,
t-shirts available until I get my own backup. We're working on.
perfect.
I don't know if anybody saw the Trish Stratus was like had an appearance with me over in Washington, state of Washington, and she kept looking at my shirts, and I said, "Here, take one." And she wore it and posed in it, and now they call it the Trish Slaughter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I designed that shirt. So
Yeah.
that is the Kelly Slaughter shirt. Thank you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And
Classified's calling me out for my footwear. I do own a pair of Sarge socks that I got from the WWE store.
yeah.
Socks?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
I have some.
So they're
Are they like knee high?
no, they're not that classy. They're just regular ankle socks.
That's all you could afford, high ankle length.
Right? Yeah. They charge you by the material. Look, if I have to do a GoFundMe to get to America, then I can't afford that much in the sock department. But I wore a hole through those original ones. I had to get a second pair. So I'm onto my second pair of Sarge socks. But speaking of merch, you also do have the Slaughter Daughter merch.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
see those more and more. That's at the shows.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of water shirts?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh. And if anyone wants to know, there's a new private dating chat at sexfind.biz. So don't click it. Don't click it, guys.
Don't do that. You don't
That's
need
right.
that.
No.
Hans is excited. He's fallen for it. Oh, gosh. Get out of here. Get out of here.
We need a camouflage one for you.
I'll never find it.
Yeah. There you go. Good. I like that. You
That's a
heard
funny
about
one from Phil.
Sergeant Slaughter
T.
Con, right?
What size shirt do you wear? Triple T?
Triple X.
Triple T?
Not tall. No.
He doesn't get
Triple T. Oh, Triple T. I like
Yeah.
that. Gotcha.
Phil, that is a genius joke that's gone way over the head of Sarge.
Got it. Went right over. Right
He's
over.
had a busy day. He's had a busy
He's
week.
like,
He's had a
what?
busy
No,
life.
not at all.
No.
Yeah.
I'm robust.
I don't know what you're talking about, Classified. You need to shush.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I do have.
Classified in Australia too.
What's that?
Is classified in Australia also?
Yep. Correct. Nobody calls them bottoms, though. Where's the top? Then do I have a swimming top to go with my swimming bottoms? Anyway,
I always
so
tell my kids watch too much Peppa Pig because they call it a swimming costume.
the costume, yeah,
Swimming
Peppa Pig.
costume.
very fancy.
Betty.
It's very fancy. Peppa.
Papa.
Peppa.
Papa.
Another show that they watch that I absolutely love is Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It is also a British show.
Proper.
Yes, it's proper. But I love it. I love that. I also love Yo Gabba Gabba. But Lilith
British...
is in Australia too. Is Lilith
Yes.
your wife? Is that Len?
No.
No.
And then
Lilith,
we
I
also...
bet you know this, but did you know that Lilith was the first woman before Eve?
I didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's something you don't.
Yes.
What happened to Lilith?
Well, if you believe True Blood, she was the first vampire.
Oh. Well, then it must be true. Rob Vegas is also Australian. We also have Brendan Haley is also Australian. If I'm missing any other Aussies, shout it out loud. But yeah, you got a lot of Aussie fans, Sarge. So
Rob
if you
Vegas,
do,
are you going to be in Joe Fest also? Didn't I see him say he was going to be there? I thought.
I missed it if I did. But yeah, it'd be cool to hang out with Rob Vegas as well. He is an absolute legend. Big fan of Rob Vegas. With a name like Rob Vegas, you can't go wrong.
You were talking earlier about the camouflage limo.
Yes.
We had a story not too long ago where Kelly called me up and said, "Dad, guess who I just heard from?" You want to tell that story?
What story is it?
Yeah, quick check.
Oh, yes. Let's save that.
Save that.
We're going to save that. We'll save that. We'll
Okay.
start the Diet Coke commercial with that one because there's like pictures and stuff that I would want to show.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Sorry.
That's another story we're not going to tell.
That's been a common theme. Is like we've got stories and things to show, but you can't see them.
Long story short,
You'll hear about it later.
Name of my book. Long story short.
Yeah.
I was
It'll
always
be short story long.
What if? I was always going to name my book "What If," but somebody stole it, so I got to think of a new name.
I don't think you can trademark "What If." I think you'll be all right with it.
Long story short. That way, when I'm done with the story, I end it and then I go to the next one.
Yeah.
That's
Just
normally
When you think you're at the last page, there's more pages.
yeah.
Like, now you know.
Now you know. I already know the name of my book if I ever wrote one.
Let's hear it. Oh, you want to tell us now or wait till later?
We'll wait. It would be called "In the Shadow of a Legend."
Oh yes, that's right. I do remember that. I think you've come out of the shadow, though. To be fair, Kelly, you're your own personality now with your own fans and friends.
Pretty soon, I won't have to come on here anymore.
Well, what's my show going to be? Well, this is Zazel's show, but what would my show be about if you weren't on it?
Your workout stuff. You got your workout stuff. People love that.
Speaking of legends, I had the honor in Rhode Island to run into a couple of old friends, and I won't get into all of them, but the one I really, really enjoyed was this gentleman was only there on Saturday, and he got there about 10 o'clock. And before he went to his table, he had them lined up already. Lined up. Walked over to show respect to me and said, "Hey, Sarge, how you doing?" And I said, "Great, Brett Hart. The best there was, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be." Sat and talked to me for 20 minutes or more about the Montreal screw job and
yes,
how was my family doing, how was his family doing, and Sarge, you're one of the only ones left alive that witnessed what happened. I said, I know. I told it on my daughter's podcast, The Real Truth. I'm not getting too many phone calls from, some of those guys, but,
Mark Calloway.
Yeah. Thanks for the invite again for Hall of Fame. Anyway, so it was so fun to talk to Brett. So I go off to take a break, and we got this wall where we can walk through with curtains so people don't interrupt you to get to the green room to have something to eat or use the bathroom, whatever. And so as I come back, he's busy signing. He's got a line on me. So I sneak up in the curtain and I put him in a cobra clutch.
Brilliant.
And if you would have known Brett 5 years ago, he would have jumped up and got behind me and got on it. But he just sat there so nicely and put his pen down and took it in that. Yeah. And so I'm going to send that out on my Twitter with a caption, that picture, caption like "Hell froze over" or something like that. Or
you heard it here first.
Right. So be looking for that.
No bad blood between you guys after that.
Yeah.
I know that part
Not
of that
between
story.
him and I. No, we've always been close. I'm the one that told him to keep going. He actually quit. Was going to quit the WWF at that one point, and go back to Calgary and work for his dad because he was doing nothing in the WWF. They weren't doing much with him. They put him in a tag situation, and he came into a Denny's one night, the local breakfast place that was 24/7. And I'm sitting there in the booth, and he said, "You mind if I sit down?" Yeah. So we talked, and he said he was going to go back. I said, "Brett, get out of the tag team situation. You're not happy with that. You're too good of a one-man show. So get away from that. And just tell whoever that you want to be a singles. You'd be a great singles wrestler." So he said, "You think so, Sarge?" I said, "Yeah, I know so. I know so." And look what he ended up,
Yeah.
Incredible.
Well,
Some people listen to you. Some people listen to you,
I listen to you when you tell me not to do something. It's your
Stay
fault
out of this
you
one
learn
now.
to just tell me not to do something.
Hey, I didn't want to make you cry or whine. I should say whine.
Uh-oh.
I
Uh-oh.
tell you, would you like some cheese with that wine?
Oh, jeez.
That's not funny, Dad. It's not funny. I don't drink wine.
Excuse me.
Hate
One
you.
time I was doing my homework and you wouldn't leave me alone, and I kept telling you to shh, and then you would go it. And I'm like, I'm trying to do my homework, Dad. Leave me alone. You go, okay, fine. And then you'd start talking, and then I go shh. You go it. I was like, Dad.
Classic. Right off the top of my head.
Brilliant. Love it.
Just
Love
a
it.
bored entertainer.
That's a dad joke I can get behind.
Thank you, Joe.
The things that I
Thanks,
used to go through,
Thanks, Jumping Joe.
still go through.
You're still going through them now. So if you want to know more about the Montreal Screwjob, do go and check out the Sort of Daughter channel. It's a great live that we did discussing that. So a few heated moments here and there. But yeah, ultimately that is one not to miss.
I told Brett right to his face on that Saturday. I said, if Shawn Michaels knew he was winning that title, you can eat my shorts. No, I didn't say that, but
Sure.
I said, there's no way. I said, he's convinced you that he knew. I was sitting right there. Believe me, he did not know. Shh. Shh.
It's your turn.
You're supposed to
He doesn't even get his own jokes. This is brilliant.
Long
You're
story
supposed to
short.
say it.
It was yeah. Anyway, Gazz was making the comment going with the shush.
You were saying shh, it.
Yeah,
And
then
I told you to
it
shh.
at the
You were
end.
supposed to say it.
Oh, I wasn't.
No one's telling Sarge to shush, well,
But
except for
did you
Kelly.
notice how he actually shushed?
Yeah,
Yeah, now you've got the power.
I'm used to cue cards these days. I don't.
Kelly's got the power.
Not an ad libber. That's how we started out. Now I got to read scripts and all that stuff.
Well, look, we're at nearly the 2 hour mark. I'm fully aware of the fact that you guys have already streamed an hour plus over at the.
I have one short question.
Okay.
The Young Rock, is it being filmed in Memphis yet?
I don't know.
Oh well, yeah. Wayne Maddie's not in the next series.
I was wondering if Wayne was there.
I'm not in the know
In the know.
for Young Rock.
Well, Sarge, I spoke to Wayne.
Yeah.
Wayne Maddie, and he's not currently filming anything for the new series of Young Rock. So he's not there. He's not. He hasn't reprised.
I guess the Sarge is out.
Well, no, because there's very exciting news.
Oh,
Ooh. Do we get to hear it now?
Well,
Oh, Wayne. Yeah.
yeah, Wayne
Yes.
shared it on social media that his script, I believe, has been picked up.
I just got done reading it.
You just finished reading it?
Yeah, he
Nice.
gave it to me like 3 months ago.
Did you sign the non-disclosure?
I don't
We
have
can't
time
talk about it.
to do anything.
We can't talk about the ins and outs of it.
We can't talk about it, but
It's like reading a book.
his movie got picked up.
Great.
And they're
Yeah. I think, is it called The Vigilantes?
Hooray for
Vigilantes,
Hollywood.
yeah.
Da, 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 Hollywood.
So here's something can I tell you? I think I can tell you this. I've been asked to build a prop for the movie. I won't say what it is, but between me and my friend Adam from GoFigure, we're building a prop to be in that movie. So
Nice.
yeah, that'll be fun to see that happen. But yeah, as far as what it's about, I can't really say. We'll have to have Wayne back on the channel so we can talk about it once it's out there.
Yeah.
I think he'll love that.
Those guys, they don't want to give away anything. You know, they don't want to tell too much.
Well, I would tell you my movie
Element of surprise.
before it comes out.
Element of surprise.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away the ending. But
it's like I told everybody about Young Rock. Watch Young Rock last night is on Friday night. And I thought, hey, you never know, it might be on there. But he's past where I was kind of in.
Right.
I was in the back telling him, yeah, Rock, you hear those people? They like you. They love you. You got to give them what they want. You can't keep going the other direction. You got to give them what they want. So another guy owes me 10%.
Well, shout out to Wayne Madden.
Talking to the president, Rock, you still owe the Sarge.
Yeah, 10% of the White House. Yeah.
You and Mark Calloway. This man saved Victim Man's life twice.
Mm-hmm.
Saved his life twice. Anyway, go ahead. It's your show.
Can we hear one time that you saved his life, or
no? You'll have to read about it in my book.
Perfect. Great.
You talked about one of them on my show. There was somebody in his office, and you went in, and yeah.
Yes, I do remember that story.
That was
yeah.
Correct.
So that's fun.
Yeah. Sorry, none of you guys in the chat right now are going to hear it. But go back.
You'll have to go back and watch it. I don't know which one it was, so you just have to watch every single episode.
There you go.
So yeah, that's
you lose.
True. So make sure you go and subscribe to the Slaughter Daughter channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on any of this action. If you're new here, I've seen a few new faces today. Please hit the subscribe button here too. We have fun here. We have fun here, don't we?
Yes, we do.
So there's the link.
When we start.
Thank you. Yeah, show start.
Sorry? What was the question?
No,
so when does the show start? When do we go?
Right. We haven't gotten to it yet. Thank you to Classified that has been throwing the links in the description, as well as Scuba Pete for throwing in this link as well. We appreciate it. We've got some prizes that'll be given away. We'll figure out the details, specific details. But there are prizes coming from.
They know I'm going to sign them too.
Yeah, they'll be signed.
Yeah.
You know what I should do? I should get a Baroness and sign it in there.
That's not a bad idea. I wonder if we can get someone to make up a double box.
How about Mark Potter doing a slaughtered daughter? I bet he can.
I think Mark's got the talent. He's got the tools and he's got the talent.
Mark Potter.
Well, Zazel, aren't you supposed to be making one?
No, that's something else. I've got. Give me a moment. I'll show you. Hold on a moment.
We have Zazel's show right now, Dad.
Oh yeah.
We are at the helm.
So
this guy. He's
absolute professionals. Thanks, guys. I picked up this to create a Slaughter Daughter version for the Slaughterhouse Wrestling Championship. She's going to come in and cause some trouble.
Weather.
And then Kelly is going to voice the Slaughter Daughter in the Slaughterhouse Wrestling Championship, which has been playing behind me, if anyone's noticed. I do have some lines from Sarge, who's coming in to be Super Cop. Yeah, so that's going to be fun in the next episode. Ryan Sweeney as the Mountie, Ken Poe as the Hitman, and Kelly and Sarge as Slaughter Daughter. And Sarge, I'm sorry, I already voiced the Sarge, so I had to recast you as Super Cop, but you won't mind.
Hey, I didn't mind at all.
Do you know what Super Cop is,
Always
Sarge?
good to have a little adversity in my life.
Yeah, I think so. Have I shown you Super Cop before? Do you know who he is?
Is that the one that was a robot?
No, but give me a second. I'll grab him.
RoboCop.
Another second. Look, we're at the home again.
That was RoboCop.
What are we gonna do?
There we go.
I don't know.
So does he have any? Did he have
You guys have your own channel, right?
any children?
This is not your first rodeo. Super Cop.
Whoa, there he is.
Nice.
So Super Cop comes from
Very nice.
India.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Boy,
So
did
it's
we
a,
catch you off guard, huh?
so if you haven't seen Super Cop before, it's from India. Fun school Super Cop, and Sarge is coming in to voice Super Cop in that episode. Yeah.
I've been working on the lines.
I've got the lines. I've got them.
Ad lib them.
You
Yeah.
already sent him the lines. Oh.
I will take more if you like, but I'm all set. I've got all the lines that you've sent already.
How to make it sound like I had done them yet.
Okay.
You guys are hilarious. What a duo. But Kelly, when I originally asked you to do some lines for me, Kelly, I asked you to do the lines for the AI.
Yes.
But that was before this showed up. So I think maybe we'll do some different lines now and just have you voice your character as opposed to the AI that we did previously.
Okay.
So,
So
you're giving it away. Sarge is giving away the mail away.
No.
Just kidding.
Fine. I've already given you one of my figures that I was never replaced.
Which one? Let me know.
Okay.
We're running out of them fast.
I got a swag of stuff.
From the G.I. Joe convention. What was that one called again? You told me it was the smallest one.
Well, it is the shortest one because they used a different body. But it was the 2006 convention exclusive Sergeant Slaughter. Signed.
The one on the yellow.
Yes.
Yeah, I have those for you.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do appreciate you guys sent me a bunch of stuff, so I will be bringing with me a bunch of stuff as a thank you. That was a great day too. I think I've still got some snacks laying around from that box.
I don't have any Australian snacks laying around. Those got eaten very fast.
Yeah. I'll bring some stuff. I'll bring some disgusting orange balls. What are they called? Jaffas.
Jaffas.
Gross.
And crunchies. I like the crunchies too.
Yeah, crunchies are good too. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. I appreciate all the fun stories. I appreciate the tease of stories that we'll hear somewhere else at some other time. I appreciate showing off all your cool stuff. I appreciate you telling us you have cool stuff but didn't show it because you can't find it. I appreciate all your time because time is precious and you've spent some time with us. Thank you very much for offering up your time and some prizes for the GoFundMe. I am desperately looking forward to hanging out in person. But I'm sure we'll do this again before then. Tim Tams, that's another one.
Tim Tams.
And now they know.
But yeah, thanks everybody in the chat. Thanks to everybody who's donated, and thanks again. I don't think she's talking about my figure. I need to work on that. But but yeah, all right. In any event,
bye everybody.
See ya.
Thanks for having
on
me.
On the way out, I'm going to play a song that was put together by... I wrote the lyrics to this song.
Oh.
And my friend Adam is performing it. So to round us out, I will play that song. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Goodbye, all. And enjoy from GoFigure this song called Slaughter Disorder. We're dismissed.
As you were.
Slaughter, disorder, I'm a hoarder of slaughter. And if I want another slaughter, I just make an order. I pay dollars, not quarters, just to get the slaughters. My obsession with Blewz like bubble bath water.
I love slaughter, disorder. disorder. I'm a hoarder of slaughter. If I want another slaughter, I just make an order. Pay dollars, not quarters, just to get the slaughter. My obsession overflows like bubble bath water. My obsession overflows like bubble bath water. Yeah, I love slaughter, disorder. I'm a hoarder of slaughter. If I want another slaughter, I just make an order. Pay dollars, not quarters, just to get the slaughters. Cause my obsession overflows like bubble bath water. My obsession overflows like bubble bath water. Yeah, I love slaughter, disorder. I'm a hoarder of slaughter. If I want another slaughter, just make an order. Pay dollars, not quarters, just to get the slaughter.